to the T, T, Y, I'm petty. Yeah, I'm petty.
Hi y'all, how you doing? I'm feeling petty. Let me be real. I'm feeling petty. Now let's get into this video. And it's gonna be a story time video today. I do not know what I'm going to name this video, so that's why I'm letting you know what video it is and how we're gonna start it off, because I honestly don't know how I'm gonna title it, but I was feeling really petty. I got some tea spilt on a prior deaded situation that I felt like I need to resurrect and let it be known that I had no parts of that. That wasn't me. I don't know who you're talking to, but it couldn't be me. It couldn't. Not I. Not I, said the cat. Not I. So, video. So this is story time on how my ex-cousin tried to take me away from him. Back in the day, I had this ongoing relationship with this guy named Richard. Obviously, y'all know. Identities of the parties of the story will be blocked. Me and my boyfriend at the time, I was so in love with him. Like, he was everything. You couldn't tell me anything about this man. He could have been cheating on me with 6 bitches, had 8 children, been to prisons 15 times, and also committed fraud and perjury. You know, shout out to Nicki Minaj. And I would still love him because he was my boo and my everything, and nothing anyone could say about this man will ever be wrong. And at the time, we had a long distance relationship. Long distance meaning we were young, we were broke, we had no cars, and we lived on 2 separate ends of the city. So that's the reason why the relationship was long distance, because we got no money and we got no transportation. Okay, so there's that. And the way my mama worked out, she would not let no boy in my house. Absolutely not. My mama don't play that. So yeah, we lived on 2 opposite ends of the city. I lived in the west, he lived in the east. Actually, reverse that. He lived in the west, I lived in the east, and I lived far east, and he lived, I don't want to say far west, but he lived pretty west. So like, it was hard for us to see each other. I couldn't really go to his house either because like, his house would be filled with everybody. So there would be no privacy over there. So what we would do is we would hang out in neutral areas. We would hang out at friends' places, other family members' places, outside, the mall, places. We would hang out other places than our houses. So this particular time we decided to meet up at his cousin's house. For this series sakes, his name will be Black. One day my boyfriend told me to come down there to do his hair and to obviously hang out and chill. So we went to Black's house, we were hanging out, I met him, I said hi, we exchanged a little bit of pleasantries, and then me and my boyfriend went off in the room, we did our thing, we hung out, we loved up on each other and acted very childish and cute, and then we left. Well, we didn't leave, but like, so then after that, let me be real, so then after that, me and Black and my boyfriend hung out for a bit, and we were just talking about like random-ish, and then all of a sudden the conversation got a little bit more personal, if you would like to say. Like, Black would be asking questions about how me and Richard would go on with each other, like what do me and him do, how do we do it, what do I like, what does Richard like, what do you do for my cousin, are you sure you're a good woman? And at this time I was young AF, so why are you asking me these questions? Also, your cousin was young AF, so why are you asking these questions? Like, come on. Like, chill, my Negro. Chill. Chill. So, it was getting really uncomfortable. Very like, I don't want to be here. I don't know this guy from Adams. And yes, I understand you're trying to feel me out for your cousin, but at the end of the day, bro, I don't have no ties to you. So, like, stop asking me all these damn questions. Asking all these questions. Asking all these questions. Asking all these questions. Shout out to Manuel Hudson. That shit was funny. If you don't know asking all these questions, she's too young for you, bro. At that point, I gave my boo a tap on the shoulder. I said, tap tap, babe, we need to go. Like, I ain't feeling this no more. The day kind of ended. But when I was leaving though, Black gave me a hug goodbye. When he hugged me goodbye, it was for a little too long, a little too tight, and I felt a roll of quarters in his pocket. If you don't know what that means, please get with it, because I'm not going to explain to you. YouTube are striking people's channels out here. I ain't got time for that. So I don't know if it was just me being extra, or if it was actually happening, so I just let it go. I went about my day and I left. Days passed and I get a friend request on Facebook. This request was from Black, and obviously, like, I guess he was being nice to me, because a lot of Richard's family member added me on Facebook. I still have them on Facebook to this day. Oh, hey Black, I probably gonna see this video. You don't know what's about you little trifling ass help. He added me on Facebook and he sent me a little message saying, hi, how are you? Da 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 da. Send me your number. Rate. I don't remember why his reasoning was for getting my number, but I felt it had something to do with Richard, so I just gave him my number. How I felt about it is, if I can get close to this man's family, I can solidify my spot with him. So I was like, yeah, take my number. If anything goes wrong, or if I can't get in contact with Richard, which is a real thing, Richard's phone would be a very on and off situation, and he would call me from a lot of different phones. So for me to have Black's number would be good for me. So I took it and I exchanged numbers and whatever. One day he'd asked me, he's like, he messaged me and he was like, do you know if you really want to be with Richard? So I was like, yeah, I definitely want to be with him. I wouldn't be wasting my time if I wasn't. He was like, well, I don't really know if he wants to be with you. And I was like, wait, what? Where's this coming from? So I asked him, like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, I hate to tell you this, and you're such a good girl. It seems like you got your head on straight and all this stuff, but I don't think Richard's the guy for you. It seems like he's not serious about your relationship. So I'm like, wait, what makes you think that? And he goes on to tell me that Richard was cheating on me at the time, which was probably true, to be completely honest with you, because Richard was a little hoe bag. So yeah, it makes sense now, looking back at it. But at the time, I was like, nope, Richard would never do that. No, he won't. You just jealous. But I didn't say that to him. I just let him talk. Me being as inquisitive as I am, I really wanted to know, like, why would he be saying all these things about his cousin? Because let's be real, especially him being Jamaican, or them being Jamaican, like, you don't just really like snitch on your friends / your family like that to no girl. So why would you be talking to me about this? So he goes on to say, well, yeah, like, I think you deserve so much better. You deserve a guy that treats you great. You deserve a guy that, like, takes you out and shows you off, which is true. Like, look at me, I'm fabulous. At the time, Richard and I didn't really go anywhere because, one, we had no money, and two, we were 5 years old. Like, we had no money. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? What is he buying me? Like, come on. Anyways, so Black continues on to tell me Richard is cheating on me with some white girl in Hamilton. That's the information I got from Black. Also, Black, at the end of the conversation, goes to tell me that he wants me to be his girlfriend. He says, I can treat you better. He says, I could take you out. I can show you a good time. I'm a grown man. You're such a beautiful girl. You deserve the world. I get your hair done, nails done, everything big. Like, he was going off. He was laying it on thick. Now, one, like I told you at the beginning of the story, I was madly in love with Richard. So no one could tell me not to be with him. So that was rule one. Like, you weren't gonna get me. Two, even if I did wanted to, like, leave Richard, Black wasn't that attractive. He was a lot shorter than me at the time, a lot bigger than me, and he wasn't my cup of tea, let's say. I really wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole, if you know what I mean. Like, he wasn't the cutest. He was more on the Flavor Flav side of the looking spectrum, and I'm just not here for it. Like, I don't want you. Sorry. So at this point, I was a little Janelle, and I was like, you know what? Let me see what I can do with this information. Cause if I go and tell my boyfriend this information, he would be like, why do you have this number? Why this? Why that? So I couldn't really tell my boyfriend. Also, I didn't want to, like, cause any problems between Richard and Black and any of their family. So I just allowed it. Like, I was just like, I'm just not gonna tell him. But what I will do is I will play the shit out of you. At the time, it was a big thing. Girls, why am I holding this? At the time when I was younger, it was a big thing to do something called bubsing, which is like being basically like letting a guy think that he's in a relationship with you, but you're only using them for money. So a sugar daddy that doesn't know that he's a sugar daddy, basically. And I was planning on bubsing him, but then when I was going through it in my mind, I kind of felt bad. Also, like I was raised up a lot better than that, so I didn't really want to do that. Also, I didn't want to be owed to anything, and also I didn't want him to go around and tell my boyfriend anything, because at the end of the day, I still love my boyfriend and I still want to be with him. So that's what happened with that. I left the situation alone. I did not say anything to anybody. I did not want to cause no problems in nobody's relationships. I don't want to cause no problems in no one's family. So I let the shit die. To this day, to this very day, Black messages me on a regular basis asking how am I doing, what are you doing, and giving me information on my ex that I haven't been with in like what, 8 years? Like giving me info, or sorry, not 8 years, like what, 7 years maybe? 8 years? I don't remember how long. It's been a minute since we've been together, like giving me information, telling me what he's doing. So he is a multimasi. If you don't know what that means, he likes to run and tell people's business. So I get contacted by my ex recently, and he comes to find out, we start talking about the situation, and he lets me know that Black was talking mad shit about me the whole time me and him were together. Telling him how I was so ugly, telling him that you should only use this girl for having sex and just leave her. I shouldn't say it how he said it. So basically this is how he said it. He's like, you should just use her for fuck and done. Make sure you just suck off your cocky and leave her. Don't deal with the girl like that. She's not that type of girl. Only thing I would do with her is just let her pleasure me and dip. Like I wouldn't do anything with that girl because she's ugly, she's this, she's that, she's not attractive, she's fat. And that's what got me. I was like, you ugly mother, you gonna talk about people being ugly? Dude, you look like a burnt piece of shit. Don't come talk about nobody, actually, because you look like a fat tart. Like legit. You fat, you're shapeless, you look like Chef from South Park, bro. Don't come with me. Don't come for me. Don't come to me. Don't talk about me. Don't put your name in my mouth after I spared you from your cousin. Even though we all know you a jealous mofo. You really want his life. You really want everything from him, even though they ain't really nothing to want from him. But that's another story for another day. But either way, you jealous of your cousin. For why? Why? Because last time I checked, you asked to be my man. You asked to pay my bills. You asked to do my hair. You asked to do my makeup. You asked to do everything. You asked to have me looking proper. So all of a sudden I'm ugly. I'm only used to be given to head, and I'm only no sir. We're not gonna do that. No ma'am. No, I'm not that one, because I will expose you. So at that time when my ex Richard was telling me all these things, I let him know then. I'm like, listen, your cousin's jealous of you. He snitched on you. He let me know that you were cheating on me at the time. He let me know what you were doing. He let me know everything. And to this day, he still comes to me and talks your business on a regular occasion. So from now on, I'm looking straight into the camera because I know you can see this at this point. From now on, I would like to ask Black to keep my name out of his mouth. You don't know me, I don't know you. We've only met each other through passings. We've never been a thing. I've never wanted you. I don't like you. You're not attractive. You're not anything that I've ever will want and ever want to want in my life, okay? Thank you. That's a PSA for please don't mess with me. And that's it. Like, I just don't understand why you would go on and ask me to be your girlfriend. Be your actual girlfriend. Like, he was going to buy me a cell phone, my youth. Like, he was going to get me a new phone, get my hair done, all that. But I said no. And I spared you. And now you want to come talk shit about me? No. We don't play those games. So anyways, that's the story. There it is. Don't play with me because I'm not the one to be played with. Anyways, guys, Have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you really like this video. Like the video so I know that you want me to do more of these types of videos. And yeah, keep it cute, keep it fresh, and keep it petty. Bye. Have a good one.